Yes, perfect. Hello everyone. My name is Pablo Morales. I am editor and coordinator of the Latin American Metadata Profile, LAMBI2, of the Pan American Institute of Geographic and History. And I was a coordinator of the working group that developed this profile. Yes. First, I will talk about the PAIGH. Yes, then we will review LAMB2. Finally, we will see the main feature of the LAM. The Pan American Institute of Geographic and History was created on February 7, 1928. Yes, the PAIGH is an international scientific and technical organization of the Organization of American States, dedicated to the generation of transferred knowledge in the areas of cartography, geography, history, and geophysics. Currently, 21 countries participate in PAIGH. Yes. In each country, PAIGH has a national representation through the Geographic Institute or Cartographic Institute. LAMBI2 was prepared by the Pan American Institute of Geographic and History with the cooperation of the CAF, Developed Bank of Latin America, with the GeoSur program. And the technical advisors of the National Geographic Information Center of the National Geographic Institute of Spain, an editorial team with a working group with 40 professionals for 13 countries. In LAM, we use several standards. The main standards are metadata, yes, fundamentals, and XML scheme, yes, profile and data quality. The LAMB2 methodological step in LAM time, we start first version of LAMB2 by the editorial team in 2015. The second, LAMB2 review by the National Geographic Information Center of Spain. Next, LAMB2 review by Working Group Latin American Profile. Next, the consensus meeting with the working group, yes, DOC. And finally, LAMB2 document publication with XM scheme. LAMB2 was declared by PAIGH as the Pan American standard to develop metadata in 2017. LAMB2 has the following package to organize the metadata. With LAMB2, I make complete metadata of multiple types of resource, image, dataset, service, table, etc. LAMB2 has more than 200 metadata elements, but with LAMB2 has 23 mandatory minimum elements to document dataset and 16 minimum elements to document web service. It's easy, yes, its implementation. LAMBI2 only has metadata element from the ISO standard for geographic information. Includes metadata element to document the quality of the information according to ISO 19157. And LAMBI2 has an XML scheme for your network. To increase the use of LAMBI2, it is expected to be able to implement LAMBI2 on S3 platform in the coming years. Since 2018, the PAGIH with the CENIC, yes, or Center National Information, sorry, with Spain, yes, PAGIH with Spain have given virtual courses on metadata to hundreds of professionals to Latin American have been trained in metadata and LAMBI2. LAMBI2 is beginning used more and more by the country of the region. Examples of use in Chile, Colombia, and Argentina. LAMBI2 is available in English and Spanish on the following websites. In this website, is the PAGIH and GeoSur website. Thank you for all.
Thank you so very much. Is there anybody with questions? Anybody with questions, inspiration, comments? It reminds me, listening to all the presentations today, the video that I showed that you couldn't hear the dialogue of, but I could, one of the members of TC211 very plainly states that standards are so important because we're all doing the same thing and we all have the same business, and standards have made it easier for all of us to get the job that we need to get done more efficiently and effectively. We have a roadmap. Probably if you can stop sharing your screen if you want. There is a question. There is a question. Probably please don't go away. There's a question from Effort Blues from Standards Australia. He says, do you have much trouble convincing people to generate extensive metadata rather than the minimum? I think he means, do you have trouble convincing people to populate the 200 instead of the 16? You're on mute at the moment.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I have a very problem. Yes, it's not easy in American use one standard. Yes, we don't have, for example, Inspire as a Europe. We necessary a framework, yes, to use our standard.
Thank you. Is there any other questions or comments or inspiration that someone would like to give?
Peter raised his hand.
Peter, sorry, I can't see all the raised hands. Peter, if you can, you have the floor.
Yeah, so Pablo, I started in a way with a question similar to Evert's, but then a slightly separate part. Do you have any problem getting software implementations to pay attention to a national or regional profile rather than simply saying they want to implement the ISO standard?
Yes, we have a trouble to implement the LAN. Currently, only is available to GeoNetwork, but we working to implement to Esri platform. Yes, I hope in the next years we have an implementation to Esri. The Esri is the more common platform to make a map and document the geographic information.
Thank you. The same two major implementations that we've had to relate to as well, and encourage. And GeoNetwork obviously is open source. We can find people to contribute, but with Esri, we had to present a short paper explaining why we thought our national profile was worth them supporting. I think they are doing the work. So good luck with that. I hope it should work for you. You have at least a whole continent asking for the same thing.
Any more questions? I see that you get applause in the participants bar, Pablo. So thank you so much, and good luck on all the work and on the future of everything that you are doing, because there's, for every version 2, it means that there will forever be a version 3 coming.